Hey, I'm playing Puttin On The Ritz by Irving Berlin, straight from the chord charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele chord chart, and you can play along with me. And if you'll be near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. After the song, I'll do a basic tutorial. Here goes. Have you seen the well-to-do up and down Park Avenue on that famous thoroughfare with their noses in the air, high hats and narrow collars, white spats and lots of dollars, spending every dime for a wonderful time. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes, and cutaway coat, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz. Dressed up like $1 million trouper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper, come let's fix where Rockefellers work with sticks of umberellas in their midst. Putting on the Ritz. Putting on the Ritz. Strolling down the avenue so happy, all dressed up just like an English chappie. Very snappy, you'll declare it's simply topping to be there and hear them swapping smart tidbits. Putting on the Ritz. Putting on the Ritz. Putting on the Ritz. Putting on the Ritz. Fun song. There are two versions of that song in the song sheet from the Morristown Uke Jam site. Both are in the same key. You can play them at the same time, regardless. One just has more chord changes than the other. And I actually played a little bit more. I know I said straight from the charts. I played a little bit off the charts, but all I did was bend chords down. And I'll show you what I'm talking about when I say that. Other than that, everything I wrote, everything that I played was in there. And it was way easier than it sounds. I mean, it sounds like a complicated song. Sounds like a, sort of intermediate to advanced song. It's really not hard. It's not. There's one difficult chord in the whole song. I'll show you that when we get there. But most of the song is very easy. Now, it has a lot of chord changes, so you might have a lot of learning, but it's not hard to do. The first part of the song is slow, and you could potentially play it a lot slower than I did, and it would still sound good because it's supposed to be languorous, Have you seen the well-to-do, right? The nice thing about it is the chords flow together. You got your D, and then you lay down your finger, right? And then you just drop them there, and you just slide that down. They flow together. All the song, Irving Berlin, yay, go Irving. They just fit. The next line, A, and then you just drop one finger, right? And then again you lay your finger down. It's not. They flow together well. They really do. If you take a look at the chords, the way I place the chords is so that you can look at them as you play them. This time they're not just at the top of the page. They're where you're going to play them, so right above the line. And you can see how, if you do them with your fingers, you can see how they'll fit together. The strum, the basic strum, the beginning strum, of course, is just a slow, have you seen the well-to-do, right? You can't hardly do it wrong, just slow, lots of pauses. The most of it, though, what I was doing was, I called it a percussive strum because with my left hand, I would lift it and stop it. It's like, now listen to the difference. Right, all I'm doing is with my left hand, see it this way? There's a pressing, right? You can't see it. But with the left hand, I'm pressing down and then lifting up. Press down, you hear it, lift up, and the sound stops. So I press for a limited time with my left hand, and then when I pick it up, the sound stops and it sounds more percussive. Right? Now the other thing I'm doing is I call it bending the chords. All I'm doing is I've got the D minor shape, right? It's a D minor. On the song sheet it says D minor. It's a D minor. That's it. But you can play it like that. Right? And it sounds cool. The only times I did that on the D minor when I do that, and also on the A7. Right? So it's like this. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Puttin' on the Ritz. Okay? That's the only time I do it is in those times. But it sounds, to me, it adds a lot of style. It sounds cool. I don't have a whole orchestra. I got 4 strings. So it sounds good to me. Now I'm going to play from the start, clear through the intro, the long, slow intro, and then I'm going to play clear through the first bridge, which would be one form of everything in slow motion, close up on my fingers. So if you have trouble with the chord transitions, you can do that. By the way, also the easy version, the simpler version of the song, again, same key, just less chord transitions. It doesn't sound as exotic because it's like, you know, have you seen, whoops, actually it'd be, have you seen the well-to-do? We just like that instead of have you seen the well-to-do, right? It just has less. It doesn't sound as fully faceted. So I would say if you're a beginner, go for it. If you are striving for more, then do the beginner one and then challenge yourself, because it's a cool version. I like it, and it's not as hard as it seems. It's really not. Lots of different chords. I didn't count how many chords there are. There are a lot of chords, but they're all right there, and they're all easily reachable. Except for there is actually an F sharp minor 7, which is this. It's I suppose it's 2-4-2-4. And I tried to change that, and I couldn't. I mean, I tried to find another version of it or something that would fit smoother on ukulele in this key, and it was this one. I tried a bunch of keys too, and this one came because all the chords flowed together really well in this key. So anyway, all right, I'm going to play slow motion close up. For those of you who are interested, it might help you with the chord transitions or with the strum. For the rest, you want to see more of this, subscribe to the Morristown Uke Jam YouTube channel. You want more free ukulele downloadable song sheets? Check out the Morristown Uke Jam webpage. And come to Morristown. We'll see you some Wednesday. Play with us. Here we go now. Here goes. Have you seen the well-to-do up and down Park Avenue on that famous thoroughfare with their noses in the air? I Bye. That's the last one. See you some Wednesday. Bye.